Hello everybody, my name is Iceface. Can you see something strange in the overview right now? I'm in Ikuchi. There should be something here that is not here. A tip. Look in this area right here. Is there something here missing? Yes, there is. The Stargate that leads to the system of Sakenta is gone. So there's no Sakenta Stargate anymore. And that is because the Triglavian invasion has come to an end. They have taken this. The Triglavians have taken the systems that they have conquered, and now we are unable to get to them through conventional travel through Stargates. So Sakenta was one of those systems that went to final liminality that was completely wrecked by Triglavians, and it was a place where it was very dangerous because of all the reduced security status and just in general being close to Jito with lots of people there. But I have been there, and you have seen that I have died in this Purifier before there, and now it's not here anymore, and I do not think I'll ever be able to visit it again through conventional means. However, I should be able to get there through wormholes. That is how it works. There are actually wormholes that can lead to these Triglavian systems, and in fact all the systems that were invaded by Triglavians that have been like conquered, or like I think it was a Triglavian major victory, or like they went to final liminality, they have been made to Triglavian systems that you are not able to go to through conventional Stargates anymore. A new region of space exists now, and that is called Pochven. That is the Triglavian region. So you can see here on the map, you see there's Sakenta is in Ikuchi. Sakenta is here. We don't see any Sakenta gates. That's something missing here. So Pochven is this new region that is created now that is like off the grid, that is connected through for the Triglavians, but not for us. So all these systems that were conquered now, for example, Niaja. Remember there was a lot of big drama with Niaja being conquered because of the trade route for Amar. All these other ones you can see here, Vale Archie. All these systems, they are now connected via like their own gates, but we can't go to them. So the only way to go there is either through wormholes, or there are these special Triglavian filaments that have been actually released. There are these filaments that make so that you can actually go there. These ones here, you see these Pochven filaments? These will allow you to actually go to Pochven. I think it warps you to a random location in Pochven. Right, to a system in Triglavian space too. So there's two ways: wormholes or the Pochven filaments. That's how you can get to Pochven, and it's very interesting because there's special things that happen in the system. So first of all, it's a nullsec, or there's no Concord. Forget about Concord. And then just in general, they're just very interesting things that are happening there. You can see here. There's been seen these are now I'll show you a few pictures from the EVE Online Reddit where they've actually seen like super carriers of rogue drones in these Pochven systems. You can see here there's a Nyx that was in the Pochven system, and then there's also Triglavian stations. This is what I actually saw in the Zenith trailer. Remember this picture here, or this end scene in the Zenith trailer? I thought maybe this was like a sun that has been made a Dyson sphere around it, but no, that's not what it is. This is in fact a station, a Triglavian station, and I've been wondering what Triglavian stations are going to be like. We've already seen Triglavian stations in the T5 Dreadnought room that I've done a few times, or quite a few times, but we've never really seen a constructed Triglavian station, because the station you see in the T5 Dreadnought rooms there is kind of like under construction sort of thing. It doesn't look like a fully fledged station. This, on the other hand, looks like a complete, like fully blown fortress, and look, it looks quite interesting. See, it's actually a big triangle right here. It looks very interesting. Then we go here, and this is the wormholes then that you see to go to Triglavian space. It's like these special codes. I'm not too familiar with wormholes because I'm not a wormholer, but at least when you know you can go in wormholes, it says leads to unknown regions of space. It goes to wormhole space. Now you see Triglavian space, so I'm guessing it will be called T space. You know, you got J space, which is like wormholes. Now I guess you have T space. That makes sense. And then also some interesting thing is that these stations that used to be, or that you dock here, they have a special appearance now. That you can in these Pochven systems, you can see there's like all these logos, and it looks a bit different. That's pretty cool right there. And I wonder how this is going to turn out, and I wonder if there's a way to actually see those gates, because what I thought was that I thought you were going to be able to see those gates, you know, just go to them, but when you try to use them, it says that it's not possible, but you can't, or at least there's no, maybe you can use combat scanner probes or something, but I can't see it. I thought it would be in the overview, so that is something that I was a bit surprised about. Also, something that's interesting as well is that the Pochven systems, the thing that they've got like gates, you know, that they've got these gates here that connect each system to each other. To be able to use these gates, you have to have good standings with the Triglavians, and I do not have good standings with the Triglavians, so that's a bit unfortunate right there, because if I go there, I'll basically be stuck in a system. I can't go to those places. That sucks quite a lot. So maybe even I'll consider just doing stuff that'll give me standings for Triglavians, because like I want to support Edencom. I hate Triglavians, but I just don't like the idea of being completely locked off from places. I feel like that's a bit unfair for Edencom players, because Triglavian players, and they can go through, or Triglavian allied pilots, they can go through, you know, high sec and systems that are owned by Concord or whatever without much problems. They're not going to, I mean, obviously those Edencom minor victories that used to exist, there are going to be problems there, but otherwise you can just go like usual in systems. But and even then you can still go to like those Edencom minor. I don't even know if Edencom minor victories exist anymore, because if we go on the agency, we don't see anything here. But the point is that Triglavian allied players can freely go through high sec, but I can actually not go through Pochven. The only way is that I have to use a wormhole. That's really inconvenient. It's basically like impossible to consistently go to a specific place. You have to find a particular wormhole. That's going to take forever. Really going to be hard to do. I really wonder how it's going to be in the new Triglavian systems, because what if they have like new missions? What if they have some interaction with Abyssal Dead Space? Like maybe there's a separate gate that goes to from ends in the Abyssal Dead Space that maybe leads into the Pochven region. That's a possibility as well. There's like so many new things that maybe potentially you can do there. I mean, we already see that with those drone supercarriers and those kind of things. It's going to be a wild place right there. Also, a new thing that was actually released and almost just the day after this update came out, it was that actually you could see there's a new like expansion coming. So remember last time it was about the Zenith expansion. Now it's the Phoneix expansion. And if we go here, you can see something interesting. This is basically the thing that I thought was most interesting about this whole thing. You can see here there's a super carrier, and then these ships are like respawning here. So some people think that, oh, this is going to be also have just thought that, oh, what is this making so that you can repair broken ships? But no, that's not really what it is. It is explained here is that these new super carriers then is that they've got like this special clone bay. So it's called like tactical clone bay, and it makes so that destroyed players' capsules can respawn, and then they can immediately go into a new ship that's inside the carrier. So they're not like repairing ships, they're spawning in a new ship that was already in the super carrier. So that's really cool actually, because then you'll be able to basically, like, if you're, it's really annoying, you know, if you're in a fight and then you just die and then it's going to take you forever to get back into the fight. Here you can just directly go back into the fight until your super carrier is just ended with ships, just emptied out of ships. That'll be really cool right there, especially for people who are not so good in numbers. They'll just keep on being able to just keep respawn, and just it'll be, I can imagine that'll be really fun. I've never myself been in a fight involving super carriers, but I can just imagine it being very fun, because from the PvP experience I have had, it is pretty annoying when you die and then it just takes you forever to get back into the fight. I remember I used to do a lot of faction warfare stuff back in the day, and I used to take frigates out and out into the faction warfare just to capture these places and just fight people. And annoying though, one of the really annoying parts is when you get killed, then it takes you a good like 5-10 minutes to get back there, even more sometimes. So that's it for this little video here. I just wanted to go through the new Pochven update and the Phoneix update. I really wanted to be able to like go to Pochven, but these filaments, if we go here, filaments are very expensive. Go here, 7.5 bill for one of these, completely not worth it. And I haven't really gone to such a length to do a lot of exploring right now to be able to find one of those wormholes. But it's interesting times we've got ahead. I've been really, like, since I started playing EVE properly in 2017. I mean, I started playing EVE in 2015, but when I started playing more in 2017, I was always wondering, you know, what if they add new systems to EVE Online? And this is kind of what they're doing. Like, I mean, obviously these systems like Niage have existed before, but they're completely changed. They're basically like new systems because you can't go to them. They interact in a completely different way. So I just think this is just really interesting, and I'm really looking forward to see what happens here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.